Are you somebody who longs to live in a community that is very much community driven? Something that maybe is like a Thomas Kincaid picture back in the day, or maybe even Main Street Disneyland? Well, here at Westerly out in Erie, Colorado, that's what this neighborhood is exactly built off of. Today, I'm gonna take you through Westerly. Let's get started. All right, today I'm in the newest community out here in Erie, and this community is absolutely amazing, and it's so unique because of the way it's actually established and built. This builder, Sutherland Company, is actually created this entire community to look or model off of Oldtown America. Think about those houses with the picket fences in the front, these smaller side streets, people walking up and down and saying hi to each other, the community events, the barbecues, the concerts in the park, all within your neighborhood. That's what this community, Westerly, is actually going to be. What I love about this community the most is that when you're driving through this community, you never really know what type of house it is because they all look different. This is not your typical cookie cutter community like you would normally see. You know, every house looks the same, all the landscape looks the same. At Westerly, they've purposely modeled each entire house differently. You will never know if you're going to be in, say, $1 million house or a $600,000 house as you're driving by, because they've purposely made all of them look a little bit different, where they all look amazing, beautiful front porches, and offer so much of, you know, beauty and uniqueness to each and every style. Okay, so Westerly actually just opened about 4 or 5 months ago, so they are relatively new. In fact, I was just at the ground breaking for their amenity, for their pool and their gym. Now, what I will say about this community, which is very unique compared to other master plan communities in Colorado, is that there's only 50 houses in here so far, and they're already breaking ground on the clubhouse and the pool. That is amazing, because most communities out here wait a good 3-4 years. You know, you have to have 500 or 600 houses before they even bring in their amenities. Not at Westerly. They want to make sure that their residents have these amenities right when they move in, and that is so unique. Another great thing about this community is just the way that it's set up. You do have more of the narrow streets. You will not have cul-de-sacs in this community. You will always kind of have one of those focal points as you're driving down the street, whether it be an amazing house, whether it be the clubhouse, maybe it's a mountain view. It's gonna be something like as if you're, in fact, actually the owner of the company actually modeled this after Disneyland or Disney World. So when you're thinking about Main Street Disney, that's what this community is kind of going to reflect. Every single one of these houses will have a different elevation, and the elevation actually wraps around to the side too. So even the sides of the houses will look completely different. The landscaping in this community, in fact, is going to be 40% green space, which is unreal. It's not going to just be house upon house upon house. No, you're going to have green space all over, parks, trails, all of that, because they take extreme pride in their horticultural, and they want to make sure that this entire place is lush and beautiful. They tree line the entire streets of the houses as well as the green spaces, because eventually, say 20 years from now, you're going to have canopy trees overlying the streets, making it extremely unique compared to any other place. It's like walking down in, you know, like a Thomas Kincaid painting, something along those lines where it's just old 1950s feel. Another great thing about this community is that they're actually bringing retail. So they're bringing jobs into this area. So they don't have anything specifically lined up directly yet with anything in Erie, but there's talks of coffee shop, a brewery, maybe yoga, pizza. I was just in West Haven, which is Sutherland Company's flagship community out in Nashville, and they had dentists, massages, they had a bank. So they are trying to bring more jobs into this community as well. Another very unique thing about Westerly community is that they actually have an events coordinator on staff, like full time. They don't just have a pool, they don't just have a gym. They actually have somebody on staff to create, resident events all the time. So there's really no reason to not be doing something out here, because there will always be something here. In fact, there's only 50 houses built right now, and I think there's probably only about 25 or 26 people who've already moved in, and every Friday they have coffee for them on their way out to work. They have bagels so they could get to know their neighbors. People could stop in, get to know their neighbors. They've already had movie in the park, and there's only, again, 25 residents who live here, and they've already implemented this. They will have, Halloween parades. They will have probably farmers markets, so many community events, concerts in the park, all of that within this specific community. So there will really be no reason for you not to be entertained here, unless you just choose not to be entertained. But it is really cool because they do take a lot of pride in their community. Another really cool thing about living here is that, again, they love their residents, absolutely love their residents. And if you are, I believe it's the first 100 people who live here, the first 100 homes, there's going to be a whole founders area. So your name will be in a cement block or tile or something along those lines, and your name will be in there. So you are going to be part of the founders club, which is, you get special perks. Maybe you get a special, gift. I don't know, but it's super, super cool. I absolutely love this community just because of all the things that it brings its residents. I have never, ever seen anything like this. Now, as far as the types of homes that they offer here, there are 3 different builders that are building in Westerly. So you're going to have Brightland Company, you'll have SLC, so that's a Sutherland Company. They are the builder and a developer of this entire community. And then they have McStain. So Brightland Company, you're going to have, those houses are going to be roughly 500 to 600,000. Those are going to be a little bit smaller. A lot of those are going to have the behind the house. So you're going to have the garage is going to be behind the house, and then your front porch obviously is going to be the front. So more of the alleyway kind of look. Sutherland Company offers 2 different types of houses. I think they have actually 8 models total, but they do have the single family homes. Those ones are going to be roughly about 800,000 going up to over $1 million. And then they have the smaller versions, so more of the townhome or paired homes, and those are going to be $600,000 and $700,000. Now, McStain is going to be the largest or most expensive homes, and those ones are starting over $1 million, going up to about 1.5, 1.6, again, depending on what you put in there. But one thing I will say about all 3 of these builders is that they do not cheap on the things that are inside of your house. So you get quality stuff. Even if you don't want to upgrade anything, you get high-end, cosmetics, high-end countertops, high-end cabinetry and flooring and all that good stuff right off the bat. You do not get cheapened on anything out here. If you want to upgrade, you obviously can. They do offer 2 to 4 garages, but one thing I will say that I find is a little bit of a downfall out here is that while it does have 3 and 4 car garages out here, those garages will be more of a tandem style garage opposed to, you know, a full, you know, 1, 2, 3 garage or 4 garage. So it is going to be more of a tandem. So, and that's just going to be based off of the lot size and how this community was built, and the fact that they do keep, you know, the house is going to be a little bit tighter. Your lot sizes will be just a little bit smaller than that you might be used to, but it's mainly because they want you to be part of the community. They want you to get out and get to know your neighbors. So they do make the lot sizes a little bit smaller, meaning that you will not have that full 3-car garage going across or spanning across your house. You're going to have it more of the tandem style. I will say that sometimes a downfall for some people, other people just don't care. So it's going to be up to you or preferences on what you're looking for. So a lot of people are concerned about schools in this area, and Westerly is part of the St. Vrain Valley School District. In fact, they are zoned for Erie Highlands for their elementary school, so preschool through 5th grade. Then they would go over to Soaring Heights and then Erie High School. Now, all 3 of these schools are actually going to be within walking distance of Westerly's community. In fact, eventually, I am told that they're trying to make a pathway underneath Erie Parkway so that the kiddos can walk directly to school, which is amazing, and not have to deal with any of the lights. So that's really, really cool. These schools out here are highly ranked for this area. So I do highly suggest that you look into those schools because they are highly ranked. I have a kiddo that actually goes to Erie Highlands in kindergarten. He absolutely loves it. And then I have nieces and nephews who are over in Erie High School, and they absolutely love it as well. So highly look into those schools if you're interested in putting your school kids in school. All right, so that is Westerly. Westerly is an amazing place. I actually want to live here so bad. It is just extremely unique and something that you will probably never see anywhere else in Colorado. It is a master plan community, but it looks entirely different than anything you'll ever see. Front porches, very southern kind of look, kind of brings you right back to, you know, a southern type of living. If that's something that you're interested in, please let me know. Reach out to me anytime. I'd be more than happy to take you over here and show you around because it's absolutely amazing. Remember to click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. And then to the next video, take care.